Hi, my name is Madison Formm. I'm 20 years old and I'm a nursing student from Lodi, California, USA. I volunteered in Kathmandu, Nepal at a community hospital. I chose to come to Nepal because I wanted to do volunteer work in a country that was less privileged than my own. And I wanted to experience a completely different culture and come to a different country I haven't been to. And also I chose to come to Nepal because I knew that there wouldn't be that great of a language barrier because a lot of people here do speak English. I wanted to do pre-nursing or pre-medical program because I am a nursing student, so I wanted to get experience in a hospital setting. The most surprising thing about the program was how easy it was to communicate with the hospital staff there. I assumed that not everyone would speak good English, but we always had somebody to help translate for us. With the host family, I was surprised at how welcoming everyone was. They treated me with respect, and I felt very at home here. The thing that I was most surprised about with the country was the driving. It's very different than in the U.S. It is something that we got used to after a couple of days, though. The most difficult thing I experienced in the program was finding stuff to do in the hospital. At times it was slow. A lot of the other nursing students that were there would just study and spend time just doing things like that, or me and the other volunteers would just take each other's blood pressure, and like the doctors taught us how to do vitals and taught us about certain diseases. I didn't experience any difficulty at all with the host family. And the most difficult thing I experienced with the country was the heat. I am definitely not used to being in a humid country, but it is something that you do get used to. For the future volunteers, I would recommend them packing light pants and t-shirts and clothes that you can keep cool in. I also recommend bringing a raincoat if you're going to be here during the summer months, because it does rain. For sightseeing, I definitely recommend that the volunteers do spend time going to Pokhara. It is like a 5 to 6 hour drive, and I personally did not have time to go visit, but I wish I would have had time. For donations, the nurses and doctors did say that they needed gloves and masks. I did bring a couple personally, but yeah, that's definitely what I would recommend. For the internet here, it worked very well. I didn't have any problems with it. And laundry I didn't have to do because I was only here for 10 days. The city is very accessible. It's only 30 to 45 minutes with a bus ride or car ride, which are very easy to get. There's a lot to explore and to do in the city. The weather here is pretty hot, so as I said, to pack clothing such as light pants and t-shirts, and the umbrellas and raincoats. The local people here were very welcoming. I did make a friend in the hospital, and she invited me to her home to have lunch, which is something I totally did not expect to happen. Her mother and sisters were all there and very welcoming and made us a very nice meal. I did enjoy experiencing working in a healthcare setting, which was much different than the settings in the U.S. While at the hospital, we got to go into different areas such as the ER, the ward. We got to go to the pathology lab. We got to watch an endoscopy. We got to watch doctors do sutures, and we even got to take out our, they taught us to take out a suture of our own. The house was very nice. The volunteers were provided with everything that they needed. The meals here were very good. I enjoyed trying food that was a lot different than the food that I've tasted in the U.S. I was expecting the food to be very spicy, and I am not good with spicy food, but it wasn't too spicy, so that was good. I felt very safe here. We had locks on our doors, and the host made it so that no strangers could come in the home, so that was very good. We felt very safe here. The host family was very welcoming, and the host had a son who was 4.5 years old, and he was very cute. My favorite memory of the program was getting to observe the sutures and getting to take one out. And also the doctors taught us several stuff that I did not know about. My favorite part of the country was going to the monkey temple and eating lunch with the friend getting invited into her home. When I first got to the airport, I was very nervous, but as soon as we found the coordinator, everything went smoothly. He helped us to exchange money and helped us with everything we needed. Orientation day also went very smoothly. Our coordinator let us in on everything we needed to know, and he answered all the questions we had. The coordinator also helped us to get local phones the first day we were here and taught us how to get to and from the hospital. So we had all the support we needed. I think one of the important things for information to receive before coming here is that if you're not already a medical professional, for the most part you will just be observing. Unless you stay for a greater amount of time, like a month or so, then they will teach you to do more stuff. I only stayed for about a week and a half, so I didn't get to do as much stuff because I didn't have as much time to observe and learn. And if any volunteers do want to reach me, they can reach me by my email.